time treats everyone equally. So the question becomes, how do you treat time? This means that we need to affect the way that we use time and the way that we view time to benefit all of us and our relationships positively. We need to use time to our advantage. So time is unstoppable, and sometimes that's terrifying. I know from personal experience, this used to give me anxiety attacks when I was like 12, but it's kind of scary to remember that time is always going to keep going, and you're always going to look back and it seems like just yesterday you were 5 years old, and it's always going to seem like your life is just very quickly ending. But it's okay, because there is no need to be afraid of this, because it's what happens to everyone. And you can use this, in fact, to create your own worry-free mindset, because even though no matter what seems really huge to you, you know that in hindsight it's going to seem tiny. Whatever giant test, giant performance, whatever it might be is coming up. No matter how badly it goes, it's going to be over. And so you need to just remember that all negative events do come to an end. So no matter how nervous you are for something, it's going to end eventually. These 3 minutes or less are going to end very quickly. So you need to just remember that there's nothing to be afraid of, because it's always going to be past you in the end. And in addition to that, no matter what bad thing may happen to you, even if someone very near to you dies, or even if you do make a very bad mistake, it's okay, because time also has the benefit of healing all wounds physically and emotionally. And so the way that time is going to treat you, you're going to be able to use it to just move past anything that life throws at you. And so the question becomes, how should you view your time? Because we all have more or less the same amount of time on this earth. Now, you can use this to the max, and you don't want to waste it, because you're going to look back someday when you're old, and what do you want to remember? Do you want to remember that you spent all your time by yourself, not accomplishing anything? Do you want to remember that you weren't nice to people? Or do you want to remember that you had close friendships and that you got a lot done? Because it's very important that you spend the time that you were blessed with doing things that are helpful, kind, and good. So you can also remember this when you are having relationships with other people, you're in your friendships and with your family, because it's we're all given just a finite amount of time here. So you need to remember that whenever you might not be appreciating the people in your life very much, because you're not going to have them all, forever. Like, we're only at this school for 4 years, so we're only going to have these friends for so long, and you're only going to live with your parents for so long. So it's important to cherish the time you have with people. So it's important to use time and view time to your advantage in any way you can to keep your relationships healthy. Time is unstoppable, so it might be kind of terrifying, but you can use this to create a worry-free mindset. And since we all have more or less the same amount of time on this earth, then we need to remember to cherish it and all the precious moments we are given.
Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause.